Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, American Boy Collects AG Plus. So I got a new SD card so I can finally get back to doing videos. I have so many videos that are backed up that need to be recorded. But anyway, short thing of why I've been absent. I took a very long time to get everything backed up and uploaded, and so yeah, but here we are. So this got an unboxing for you. This actually came like over a month ago, but I was waiting to do the video. I mean, technically it's not an unboxing, it's more like an unbagging. But anywho, so I just wanted to give a couple shout outs to fellow AG tubers, Mike at Doll World and Kate at All Dolled Up with Kate. I was asking around. Okay, what happened was last Christmas, I kind of had a vibe that some things might be going away eventually, so I was trying to fill in my gaps for like some of the current stuff that was still available for the historical collection. And so one of them I went and got was Claudia's mint green coat. But then in the process, I also realized after I got into like the beginning of the year that wait a minute, what happened to Maryellen's sledding outfit? And that was what I really wanted. And I'd seen a couple people actually have their dolls in it, and I'm like, I really love the coat, I love the outfit, wanted to get it. I went to American Girl, it's gone. I was like, are you kidding me? And I think they did retire Claudia's coat too, so I was glad I got Claudia's coat, but I was kind of shocked. And then I was like, I started looking on eBay, I'm like, this thing goes for like 75 to over $100. I'm like, I don't know what's up with the 1950s and Mary Ellen's collection, but my goodness, when her stuff retires, it skyrockets, and so I'm like very frustrated. So it's like there's stuff like of the historical collection I really wanted to start getting while it was still available. But anyway, so and I had to ask because I know Mike goes to either Orlando in Florida or the LA store in California frequently. So I was like, hey, if you happen to see this, if you happen to find it, because he actually did like a video of showing the store. I know the LA store, like before I don't know, all the chaos broke out over in California, um, that he had that I had seen on the shelf that they still had Mary Ellen standing. I'm like, oh crap! I wish I'd mentioned it before he went there. And so I said, if you happen to go again, let me know if they find it. Well, by that point they were sold out. Um, he was actually looking for the sled, but he did get the sled. Um, there was like two left at one of the stores. Anyway, so meanwhile, I know occasionally Kate goes to one. She doesn't live as close, so she can't go as often as Mike does. And Mike has like a lot of trips he does. I guess it's for work. I'm not sure. Anyway, so they're in the areas of where the stores are. But anyway, so I'd also been asking Kate, and she'd actually gotten a lot of different items, and I actually had a partial, I think, three pieces to the outfit, but there were some issues with it. So, well, one thing led to another. She didn't get back to me. Her life got crazy. My life got crazy. So we weren't able to connect on it. In the meantime, I actually just decided, you know what? I'm going to look on eBay one more time to see what happens. I kid you not. I found, well, it was partial, but the seller was selling for $50. I'm like, oh my word, knowing what the price is. And I can't remember what the original price was from American Girl. It might have been like 40 to 48 or something. I'm not sure. So it's not that much. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't that much more expensive. And like, so I was just asking, okay, would you take anything less? And I think she had a make an offer kind of thing. Um, but then in the meantime, I also mentioned like, hey, there's also supposed to be the boots, the belt, and socks, I think was the other thing. So I ended up, so she did find the belt and the boots. So I actually got the almost complete outfit for $50. I think it was just missing the socks. And they're kind of basic socks. It wasn't kind of weird. It's like they're just plain white socks. And I was like, why didn't they actually have like some kind of like a thermal winter sock or something? Because that doesn't make sense why you just have basic white socks. But anyway, so yeah, so I got that. But then the crazy thing was, so I had missed out on this one particular Christmas pajamas. She had that for a really good price. And then I also missed out, or no, there was actually, no, this was an older outfit that before I got back into collecting that had long since gone, but I really loved the floral top. And so she didn't have the full outfit. She just had, I mean, 'cause honestly, there's also a white vest that goes over the floral top, but I think it takes away from the prettiness of the floral print. Anyway, but she just had the shirt and pants, so she didn't have the complete outfit. She didn't have any of the other parts to it. But I was like, And I think it was like 15. I think it was listed for 20. So for Maryellen's sledding outfit, I ended up paying the full 50 because she found the other pieces. So I felt like, okay, that's pretty much almost 99% complete. And I'm like, okay, I'll pay that. I'm fine with 50 for that. But then I think it was like only like I think she had it listed for 20, I want to say, for the pajamas, and then I got it for 15. And she had well, the floral top and the pants also had the black Mary Janes, the molded plastic ones like Molly, Samantha, and Nellie would have. So I was like, oh, you can always use another pair of those because the straps do tend to break. So I really, honestly, I really hope that when they redid Samantha, they actually didn't use those and did the ones with the Velcro with the snaps instead. But anyway, so yeah, those are in there. So I think that was listed at 15. I got that for 10. So I'm like, I think it was, let's see, I think it was like 75 to 80. I think it was like around 80-ish. And that was including shipping and tax. I can't remember if she dropped the shipping too. I think she actually gave me free shipping too because I was buying more stuff. I don't know. I was like a crazy insane deal. So I'm like, I actually got all this extra stuff for what you'd pay for Marion's sledding outfit on the secondhand market, and I'm like, this is crazy. All right, so let's dig in here. I don't know how she got wrapped in tissue paper. Okay, here's something else. We got another one here. Okay, oh, that's a fun sparkly one. Let's see, did I get everything out of here? I got that empty. All right, so I guess we'll start off with the. Okay, looks like she's got everything wrapped up. So we got green. She's got green tissue paper. Got a whole bunch of stuff in green tissue paper. Then there's this one. This is really pretty. See if you can catch the sparkle on it. It's like lavender. I do know my colors. Lavender. It's got like some glitter specks on it. All right. So this one, the first one I grabbed was on the top. All right. So these are obviously ones that everybody's seen. These are the Mary Janes. I'm terrible at getting shoes focused. The Mary Janes, like Molly, Samantha, Nellie had, as I've already said, but these seem to be in really, let's see. They seem to be in really good condition. And it's that more, I think it's that more flexible plastic. 'Cause I feel like there was two versions of these throughout the time of Pleasant Company, where one was a harder one and it was actually it was more easier to break the strap, whereas this flexible plastic, I think, is easier to get the foot in. But this is the piece that I was talking about that I love this print. Oh my goodness. Isn't that like the one? It's like a really pretty floral print, but it's also a really cool color combination. And it looks like you got some daisies and some wildflowers, blue flowers. It's like on this sort of grayish navy thing. And these are like, so that's fake buttons there, little bitty buttons. And it's got Velcro down the back. Just some basic sleeves, nothing fancy there. But I love this, and I'm like, but they have a red or not red. I got red on the brain for some reason. They have a white vest that goes over it, but I feel like it takes away from the actual outfit. So these are just basic. I don't know if they're supposed to be denim, fake denim, or what. Doesn't really feel like denim. It feels more like, well, maybe it does, like a softer denim, but more like because it's got elastic, so it's more like no Velcro, no pockets. So it's not like meant to be jeans. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's got like rolled up cuffs. So that's the outfit. And I forgot. I don't remember what the name of the outfit was. Maybe like a Weekend Fun. I think it was Weekend Fun too, because I think there's two different. Sometimes they reuse the same names again. I don't know why they do that, but I don't really mind it so much with the outfits. But the doll characters should not have more than one name ever reused. They should never be reused. All right, I think this green one. I'm gonna go through all the green ones first. These are the yellow galoshes or boots. I don't know what kind of boots they're supposed to be. But oh wow, these are really cool. All right, so these are the yellow. They have these little that detail on the side, just plain on the other side, and they have like a texture on the bottom for that. That's cool. Okay. Anyway, so that's one boot, and then obviously okay, well there is one small issue. It's missing that stringy thing. And I kind of thought these two looked a little frayed a little bit. So, okay, I guess that is missing something there. I guess I'll just have to, let's see, so where is that? That'd be, okay, that's on the outside. So make sure for picture quality, if you do a side shot, make sure it's on the left side, not the right. So yeah, so that is missing that little detail. Whatever these kind of like threads are, they have there. But you know what? I'm not going to be Ben Alshay about missing the socks and that little detail. As long as you can angle it right so you don't get it in the camera shot. Alright. Alright, so then this green one would gotta be the rest of the outfit. And I will say this, from the pictures I saw of the, well, specifically what I got here right now, the hat, I mean, look, this is like super clean, bright white, furry, like no matted or anything. Like, and even the print is really bright and clean. No smell. It's got both ribbons that you can tie under her chin. Although I think I kind of like just have it not like that. But anyway, so yeah, it's a different kind of hat. I'm not really sure what kind of hat you're. Kind of reminds me of the hat that they have for like the detectives. I don't know, but instead of having the flappers, they have the ribbon instead. Oh, but so that's one of the reasons I also wanted to get it. Was like, I mean, for the cheaper price, it wasn't bad quality. It was in still really good condition. I guess the lady was selling the items from her daughter for the stuff that she really didn't use anymore. So yeah, it's got, there's a loose thread on that button. Wait a minute. Oh my word. Oh wow, look at this detail. Okay, well first look, I'll show you the back first. That's the back. Oh looky, there's even like a button on the shirt sleeve, or the coat sleeve. That's cool. Oh wait, does that, well that's attached. Okay. Is that an actual buttonhole? Ah, actual buttonhole. So these, okay, let me show the front. So here's the front. This is the whole shirt. Now if I can get up a little better so you can see the color better. The lighting isn't the best. There almost went better. But these are actual real working buttons. Oh my word. So there's no Velcro whatsoever. No Velcro at all. That's cool. Alright, so this is the belt. Sort of like this plasticky belt. So there's the little buckle. It's a green belt. There, you get in here, there's the end. I don't know why, honestly, because I looked at the picture of it and I'm like, I don't really get the point for the belt, because it doesn't, there's no, I don't think there's any, I didn't, oh wait, yes there is. Hold up, yes there is, right there. I don't know if you can see it. There's the, and pinch this together, so they're right there, that green core. So there is a belt loop. Let's see, yep, there's one there on this side too. Okay, that makes a little more sense, because I was like, at first I didn't think there was a belt loop, but I guess there is. Okay. And then she has this, like, trying to see if I have anything white. Okay, I guess it's like an off-white, like an ivory kind of colored shirt. This one does have Velcro down the back, so there's that. Mismatched Velcro. Okay, there's a piece of fuzz on here. Not too big of a deal. I think that can come off. Yeah, get that off of there. But the Velcro doesn't look too terrible after I got that fuzz chunk off. But yeah, so that's that piece. It's just a basic, like a, was it supposed to represent a turtleneck or just a mock tee? I don't know. And then we have her, let's see, so these actually have straps. They have the working hooks, sort of like Kit's overalls. But these are the snow pants. So there's the front. I guess there is some fuzz on it. And then the back is just very basic. There is a little bit of elastic in the back part. And the front, you got a couple, these are the hooks, because they actually have working, I don't know what these called, the hooks, the buckles, I don't know what they're called for straps. Then on the bottom, they also got the little, well, black elastics that are going to be, or is it? Yes, black. Black elastics for your foot. So that's kind of cool. Very cool. And the one that Kate had found that she was actually gonna let me have for free because they're so bad condition. I don't remember what was off with I think they were staining on the boots. And these had actually been cut off, so they were just using them as regular pants. Um, in all honesty, I think these could actually get ripped off easy too. um, but anyway, so yeah, I don't know what was wrong. I think it had. I can't remember. There's something wrong with the coat too, but I don't know what was wrong with the coat. Anyway, but I love this. I remember I got this finally. And then here we have the Christmas pajamas. So this was one that actually just sold out. And I had been keeping an eye on it because I did still have the Welly Wisher one available. So I was thinking, oh, maybe that's the only way I can get it. But just to clarify which one this is, it is the Merry Everything Pajamas. I really liked it for the candy canes. I thought that was a cool, different touch than they've done in the past with some of their pajamas. It's like this, there's Velcro down the back. It's like a waffle knit kind of thermal kind of thing, and it's got some red on the cuffs at the collar, and then obviously this metallic gold for Merry and Everything above and under the candy canes, and this is like a really cool embroidered candy cane in the center. It comes with these really cool slippers. Okay, now I have to say, oops, let me get my hand completely out of the way so you can see it better. I have to say, these are like actual slippers. Now, if you never collected American Girl or don't know what I'm talking about on some of this, I don't have one I can access quickly. But there are pajamas in the American Girl collection, especially in the historical collection. Their slippers are basically flats. They're not slippers. They actually made flats and they're calling them as slippers, but these like are actual slippers. Like Felicity has actual, well, they call them mules, they're like made out of leather. But there's like other ones that actually have slippers, but this is kind of cool. These are actual slippers. Whereas like this year's pajamas for 2025 just have like socks. They're not actual pajamas, but this part I love. Sort of like I'm not sure, it's like a flannel. Here's the all over print. It's got candy canes and holly and stars and peppermints and just a very fun peppermint theme to this pajamas. All right, so that was the little haul. I actually think I got this in August, the end of August, I think. So I was like, I'm kind of rushing because I like to do this now because I think I only have like a couple of days to actually leave the feedback before you can't do it anymore. Anyway, but I really want to do this because she was really great with communication and I mean, really great all around. So yeah, I'm like, oh my word, this is so cool. Just always have to do the smell test. If I don't drop anything in the process. I mean, nothing smells bad. There's no odors. I mean, I don't see any stains. There was a little fuzz, about my word. Like these ones, like, I don't know. I feel like these weren't even hardly used because I don't see much of anything. I mean, these got a little flattened in the. That's because they're like this sort of plush, which I mean, like, y'all, can't you make all the slippers to be actual slippers and not flats? I mean, it's cool if you wanted to. If they didn't really look like slippers, and you could maybe use them as flats, and maybe that was the reasoning behind it, so that you can multi-purpose use them for other things besides pajamas. I don't know. Yeah, let me just pause this for a minute. I have a couple. We have a couple models we're gonna have because I really wanted to see Maryellen's sledding outfit on somebody. Except Maryellen's in a different outfit. I'm not changing her, so we're gonna grab in. Let's see, who do we have here? I thought I have them in the reverse order. I thought I was getting 82. This is 84. This is number 84. I named her Joy Chen. She's an Asian little lady. I think I'm going to put her in the pajamas. And then we also got, I got three, but I don't have the other one out of the box yet. She made an appearing. So we got, this is number 82, which is my birth year. I really wish they did all the 90s too, because that's kind of a fun concept to be able to get the number that corresponds to your year. Someday I'd like to get 38 to go with mom's year. This is Kimberly. I think the other one I'm going to have do the floral top. Her name is Kelsey, I believe. I have got to go through and write down the Truly Me numbers and the names that I gave them because I got too many now that I'm starting to forget their names. So it's like I have to think for a minute. Which one are you? Who are you? I mean, I do know most of them, but that's where I've got with this. So let me just pause this real quick. So we're going to get her out of the soccer outfit and get her ready for winter. They're just going to temporary, because I got these two actually going to go into some of the Janie and Jack Christmas collection for this year. Not this year's one, but the last year's one. I think it's last year's one. What was I going to put you in? I have to think about that while I dress her. I'll be right back. So I'm just show you as we're going that this is what it looks like with the, get her hair out of the way here, what the shirt looks like for Maryllen's sledding outfit. And these pants, let me tell you one thing, these pants, the shirt went on fine, but these pants were a little hard to get up her legs. They're a little tight. And that's what it looks like on there. And I ended up, because I had her in the soccer outfit, I had the long socks anyway, so it's like, oh, well, since I'm missing the socks, I'll just leave the soccer socks on to finish off the outfit. I don't know, but they go up to the knees, and I think the ones Maryellen had were like only like either ankle socks or basic socks, so they didn't go up as far. So I'm like, I don't know if that was what was causing the harder time to get up, but even this, the elastic around the waistband, I mean, it does look a little tight. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. Let me just, I don't know if it's supposed to be, I don't think you can crisscross it. Yeah, there's not enough cord. Let me just try one of these first before I say how it does it. Let's see. Alright, so basically you're just putting it over like an actual strap like you would have on your own pants. I'm going to try to do the other one so you can actually see it over here. You just have to put it over the shoulder, put it down, and then it catches the smaller part of it. So that's what it looks like with the overalls. Just do a little sweep so you can see on the back side like that. I don't know if there's enough you could actually crisscross it or not. So if anybody has this, or Kate, if you have it, I know you have it. I'm not saying, well, I don't say if, but I know you have it. I don't know if you can actually crisscross it. It makes it tighter or not, but I didn't crisscross it. I didn't feel like there was enough stretch, but maybe I could have done it that way. Anyway, so that's what she looks like with that on. I don't know how easy these boots are. Let's see if I can do these on camera. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do them off. Just give a minute. Progress update. So I got the boots on. They really should have had like the Velcro strip down the back, because these were a nightmare to get on. So I'm glad I did it off camera. And so I can totally understand why this one thing is missing, because I would say that probably broke off trying to get them on the doll. But oh my word, she looks really cool. I kind of like it without it buttoned. That's what it looks like without it buttoned. Very cool outfit. Oh my goodness, I love this. Anyway, let's and these are the, like I said, they're real working buttons. So let's see if I can do that real quick on camera, and I can show you what it looks like buttoned. So I also want to show how to put the belt on. Okay, and that's not too bad. So that's what it looks like buttoned. Now I didn't have to, I was able to get the sleeves over without having to unbutton it, so that was cool. I do kind of like it without it buttoned, but I just wanted to show you real quick how this part works. Let me just wrap this around her for the belt. So basically, let me just so basically what you're doing is you're putting this tab part into there, and you're going to pull it tight and put it back into the other side. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Come on, did that work? There we go. So I don't know, was it supposed to be? I don't know where it's supposed to be. Oh, cool. I just realized there's actually pockets in here. I didn't see that before. So I was putting the belt on. Right, so I don't know if that's, I really don't understand the concept of the, oh wait, I forgot to, I didn't put it into the belt loops. Oh well, anyway, let me pause for a minute. Hang on. The struggle is real. I didn't really think this was going to take this long to put it. So yeah, well, I'm glad I wasn't doing this on camera, because I put the hat backwards. I'm like, This is the strangest hat. Then also I remembered, wait, the fur's supposed to be in the front. Okay, so that's what it looks like on her head from the side. Not the best tie job bow. They should have done a different kind of ribbon because that ribbon is very hard. Like once you do the knot under her chin, it's hard for it to stay in place when you try to do that one. But I'm glad it's not the other kind of ribbon that actually get permanently knotted. I did have the belt in the wrong slot. It was supposed to be above between the, so two buttons on top, two buttons on the bottom. After I put it into the thing, this hat kind of makes it look like a Christmas Carol. I do have a question. She didn't have any gloves for this outfit? This is a winter outfit. You're gonna have bare hands to go sledding down a hill? Because she had a, was it a toboggan? Or just a sled? Maybe it was just a sled. One of the girls had a toboggan. Because we have the sled from Emily. But, yeah, I don't remember seeing her having gloves with the outfit either. But that seems a little strange. Let me know in the comments. I'll have to look up the outfit later and see. But I don't think there was gloves. So I'm pretty positive when I was checking to see what was missing, I looked up everything that was missing, and I don't remember gloves being listed. So yeah, so that's her. Very cool. I love this outfit. I'm not sure. Maybe it was to match the buttons, but I'm not really sure why it was yellow because I felt like these are more like rain galoshes, like they would have had in Molly's era. Anyway, but hers are. I think hers are red, weren't they? Yeah, because it was a yellow race that goes red umbrella and red boots. But yeah, so that's that. All right, let me pause, and then we will change out Joy. You ready for the review? Oh my word, I love these pajamas. The slippers are a little hard to get on because the back part wants to go flat when you're trying to pull it over the, you're trying to like get it to go over the foot. But yeah, oh my word, I love this. I feel like she should have like a cup of hot cocoa. But yeah, anyway, yes, very cool. There was no accessories for this, so just the shirt, the pants, and the slippers. So I will grab Kelsey and we will put her in the pants and shirt. I'm not going to use the shoes because that was not part of the outfit anyway. I just want to put her in the outfit just so I can see what she looks like in it. Anyway, out office is something I do every time I get new outfits, put them in on a doll. But I just thought, okay, you know what? I want to see these ones on it. They're probably not going to be permanently in it because I have other outfits. I'm going to put them in the Janie and Jack collection. I believe it was from last year. Was it last year's one or was it the first year's one? I don't remember. Anywho, yeah. So I'll be right back with that. All right, just a quick update. There's a slight change of plans. So Kelsey is not going to be modeling the outfit. We're going to bring in Amber Brown for this one. This is Miss Amber. I think she's number 13. I'll have to double check that one. Anyway, she's been sent to the doll hospital, so she's clean. But Kelsey, which is number 56, she hasn't been I haven't cleaned her vinyl yet, and I don't want to put her in an outfit until and because there's some marks on her legs. So anyway, yeah, we're just gonna change her out real quick, and we'll be right back. Okay, so there you have it. That is what this outfit looks like on her. Honestly, it's kind of funny, but having bare feet with this outfit actually kind of makes sense because with her little pants rolled up, almost makes you wonder if she's maybe like wading in a stream or something. And because it's got like it's called the weekend. I think it's the weekend fun outfit, too, the second version of it, and it kind of, I mean, it's got like an outdoor nature kind of vibe going on. So yeah, so that is Miss I think 13, Amber. This is Amber. Definitely got to brush her hair out, but anyway, so yeah, that is the last. That's the three. So there is the floral outfit. I like it better with it in the back so that we can see the shirt better. It's a little form-fitting, I thought, for the body part. But anyway, yeah, so that's Amber. And Joy. I don't know if I can get them all in the same shot here. And last but not least, grab her over here. Kimberly. And now you can't see me. So make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let me know what you thought of these. Do you have any of these outfits? Do you like them? What are your thoughts? Um, I think the only thing I have a question on is it's a strange shade of yellow for the buttons, and it's also different. I like the shade of green for the belt, but it's a different shade of green. But I feel like I think I would have liked it better if the yellow of the buttons actually matched the brightness of the boots. Maybe they didn't want it to be so bright. I don't know. Anyway, but that's just my thoughts. Anyway, so that's that. We have the Merry Everything Pajamas, the Weekend Fun 2 outfit, and Mary Ellen's sledding outfit. And you guys all have a great day. I will see you next time. Makes it very difficult to reach the stop button when you have three dolls in front of you. Anyway, have a great day.